another lower time frame EOB? Yes, and they do so right there for extra confirmation. That's the trade right there. Beautiful trade at freaking 7 o'clock this morning. Absolutely beautiful. And that's how I love trading. I love trading like that right there. Blended arrays, blended time frames, they're all lining up perfect. I love doing that. And you guys see, does that make sense to you? These EOBs work the best when you blend them together with multiple time frames, multiple levels, and then you want to trade the EOB in the ones that you want to hunt are the ones that are going towards a level of interest. We're trading lower, right? So when we trade higher, we're only coming up to a PD array of some sort, and we hit that. So we're on our hands waiting to see signs of lower prices. We saw it on the 15, and then you see it here on the 15-minute zone, 5-minute zone. And then that would be your trade right there. A beautiful trade. Stop EOB body high, first target the low to it and through it for a 5 to 6 hour trade. Beautiful. And I may jump out of this. Who knows? I'm just testing this out for a minute. If I was awake, yeah, I probably would have took that. Yeah, absolutely, I would have taken that if I'd been awake and I knew what was going on, but I wasn't even around. So, I mean, just think about it. You're risking, you're literally, you're risking one candle. That's what I like about these. And it's going to tell you if you're right or wrong really, really quickly. They give you the reaction fast, right away. Move your stop, you're good to go. My test entries are before 9:30, or I just go light, just testing out this zone real quick to see what they want to do with it. It's not like my main trade of the day. I just want to see how we trade right in here. That's all. It looks very similar to that one that failed a couple weeks ago I tried. Because they've been taking out the low, took out the low, took out the low, took out the low. Yeah, no problem. If you took that, sweet. Or right in here. I don't see anything else above here though. There's nothing else. That's where my y'all just want to play it fair and wait for 9:30. Boom, 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 boom. That's the only other bearish array that we just now spiked up into while taking out a high fair value gap to the left. And then what's right above that fair value gap? The old respected array. Therefore, if they're going to continue lower off the open, we would want to see them go back above the old respected array, which is right here. Our only issue is we don't know if they want to continue as far as trend. Because if they break up, through all that, I'm going, they're probably going to come back up into the range and hang out. Twenty-four two oh two. What, just a high? Yeah, we'll see what we start to do right here, because this is the fair value gap. We'll see. Where did it go? Right here. We'll see what we start to do right here. It was a quick spike right before the 930. Taking out high. If you go to the daily, it's super heavy. It looks like it could maybe roll on down. That first, yeah, that my first test entry should have been at least in the fair value gap. Keep our eyes on this. If they create another bearish array coming off of this, we can try that. The first 30 minutes of the session is going to bring us to the 4-hour closing price. I almost want to short that because there's nothing else above that price. There's no other bearish arrays above that. Yeah, but it wouldn't make sense. It's like personal preference, whatever your risk appetite is. Like I say, sometimes I'll enter lightly before 930 just to see if 930 just, you know what I mean? Those quick 930 opens where they just trade aggressively. I like being involved in those. And for this scenario, we just now pumped up above a high and filled in the most recent fair value gap right here. And if we look above that, there's not a whole lot above that that needs to be traded to unless they just want to come back into the range and go for buy side liquidity, obviously. If we look above that also, it is the London or the early New York setup, which was bearish that we already talked about. Therefore, if it's going to continue bearish, I don't want to see them go above the old bearish array we were talking about, which is going to be here. I don't want to see them go above that. If the 930 open, it's just going to dump. personal preference, whatever your risk appetite is. But it's trading. You gotta be willing to risk it for the biscuit. Just don't be throwing on your entire risk if you trade before 9:30. Definitely don't do that. See how we're reacting off that too? It's right before 9:30. We got this last candle is going to bring us to the 9:30 open, which will close this candle too. Then we'll get the new candle. No wick. About to put a wick on there. Chill out. I'm gonna chill out. That's nice. That's nice. They put the wick on that 3 minute candle and resuming back lower. See what the open does in 4 minutes. I'll risk another $100. Conservative approach. Wait for after 9:30. That's the most conservative way, right? Because let's just say they go lower, they'll create another setup. Well, if you're thinking like me, the way I think about it, it's okay, Brandon. Yeah, you can wait. You can wait. If they give another setup, which usually they do, right? We're about to find out, Jack Frost. But your stop would want to be at an array, and that's just what I got here. Oh. Thing is, if they go out to my stop, they should keep on going and at least go to the high after that. I hope they don't. I don't want to see another range back and forth day. I don't want to see that at all. But if I see something else that looks better, I'm trying to put on some more risk. I want to size up. All right, yeah, that's not looking good. How I wait? Fuck it. Oh, don't you love that? That's fucking stupid. Oh. God damn it. See, I don't just talk out of my fucking ass, guys. I don't just talk out of my ass. Y'all think I'm fucking crazy. I gotta stop streaming. Oh, God. Isn't that something? Yeah, fucking so stupid. That's so stupid. So stupid. That's so stupid. This There's a chance this thing, like I said, there's a chance it could make a new low and go even lower. We don't want to see it go back up to the open that just occurred. We don't want to see them come back here if we're going to continue trading lower. Mm, so stupid. I could be in this risk free right now. What's the size of that drop? Quick 60 ball. And then now I have to enter after it happens, which is always going to be more dangerous. But like I said, I wanted to size up. I can't size up now. I can't size up on this because it's after the fact. That goes straight on. Obviously, first targets, you know, if you were in the short, your targets are going to want to be all of this PA over here to the left, and a new daily low would be cool. Struggle is real. Y'all know that sound all over social media. That's exactly what went in my mind when that just when the open just dropped. Bah! It's exactly what I heard. They're going. We just don't want them to hit us with another tight range back and forth day. We just don't want that. And if they can't go ahead and drop it down to the low, then that may be on the cards. We don't want that. We got the 930 equal highs up here. So the 5 minute looks a little better. Ah! So if you're on bondage or anything like that, dial your shit back. We're not in a time or place to be trying to make 5K a day. We're not trying to lose 5K a day. Not trying to blow your accounts in one session. If you're struggling with finding trades and stuff like that, step one is just hold hold on to your account as long as you possibly can. That's step one. Y'all know I got a little FOMO in me from that market open. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, FOMO, that'll cause a lot of damage. I don't want to see them come too much higher, to be honest. These are not good signs right here. Just this back and forth stuff. We don't like back and forth. If they're gonna go to the low, we want to see it happen sooner than later, not all this indecision. I don't like how the current candle has no wick on top of it. We don't like that either. Yeah, my stop loss placement. Yeah, I'll explain it. I was actually fixing to talk about it. You want to manage your trade? Go ahead and manage it. If you're in shorts, we're probably gonna go up and down, up and down. So consider managing. Okay. I'm just a DGen right now, so you probably won't see me touch anything. But if I was you, I'd do something. But my stop loss is here because I believe if they come to this stop loss, guess where else they would go? The 930 high. And that's, so I can put it there and I can save myself from an extra 15 points. But now I'm going to move it here. Why? Because the 5 minute wick high traded up, rebalanced. I don't want to see it back there. But that candle has no wick on top of it. All right, so there's the target. Just for the sake of trading, we will take something out there. And then manage the trade. And there you go, boys. The low has been met. Appreciate it. Not the sexiest trade. It's honestly a nerve-wracking trade, which nerve-wracking trades aren't really good trades. But they're probably gonna come. Like I said, they're gonna bring the fucker right back up. So be mindful.
And
Yeah,
almost at the 50.
that
Yeah.
freaking that fake out right before they dropped
Almost
was
the 50.
major bullshit. That was complete
Is
bullshit.
this going to be the rundown to fix that
The entire trade would have been
Trump
this because
tweet
I wouldn't have got
or
stopped
not?
out. I would have went risk free after that initial drop. That would have never come to me, and it would have went to the low. That would have been a 75-point run. So that would have been the nice trade. But you guys know how hard it is to trade right before 9:30. It's merely impossible. It's hard. It's very hard to trade before 9:30. I still think they could come back up though and hit that no wick candle. So that's why we say target was hit. Manage the trade down there. Pay yourself something, and don't take a loss from here. I'm into that candle. I know they are. They come into it. Which would be a shame to get stopped out and then it runs again because wait, this is 10-minute. Still a 10-minute rebalance is happening right now. But we did take the lowest of lows. So I'd hate to get stopped and then it rips, but that's what's going to have to happen because my entry is not where I wanted it. Yeah, it's lower probability because we swept the lows already. And then she soars. So that's how you use stop losses. You want to put stop losses at real levels that would invalidate your trade. Now they could probably go to the New York Open if they wanted to. And if they do just that, but they don't have to. Let's watch. We're gonna keep watching. Let's take everything off the charts and just clean things up some. So we have this, and we drop from there as we were expecting. That was nice. That should have been the main trade. I got in late. They still gave it to me. That's cool. When the markets are indecisive and we're not trending, that's just how it has to be done. How we've been trading lower and lower all session. And then now here we arrive at the New York Open. You can't really anticipate and expect the giant breakout lower again. So yeah, this is looking extremely bullish at the moment because the bear arrays have failed. And now we're pumping. We're pumping. Why are we going to pump? We're going to go to buy side liquidity now because the bearish arrays have failed now. There's the bullish breaker, up close candle prior to the drop that took out the daily low. We got above it. Next candle, open, power of three, drops straight to the breaker. And then we see the bullish move. Why do I keep hitting that button? I know, I'm waiting for that too, Jay. I'm hoping that's what happens this weekend, and it'll give the reason for Nasdaq to put in a yearly low, and then we just start soaring. That's what I'm really waiting on. I really want to see that. Trying to be optimistic here. There's not going to be no war for 5 years. We're about to come to an agreement, and we're going to see the markets get strength. So there's ES taking out all the highs. NQ, no. NQ fails. First presented fair value gap. I haven't been paying much attention to that lately. Re-enter what? The only thing I grabbed today was just these shorts to the low. That was it. I don't see any signs of a short right now. This is all bullish at the moment. There's the breaker on a 5-minute. Up close prior to the back-to-back. Bear run, new daily low, break above it, open, power of three, rebalance with the breaker, buy side liquidity. That's what I see right now. What do you want me to look at? The daily high on ES which would just bring price back into the range. We can see what the new 4-hour candle starts to do. Let me get back over to NQ. Because I'm definitely not content with, I'm not happy with today at all. That's just how it goes. They did me so dirty right there. There's that breaker long for about 50 points. And counting. Can't do that, Alpha. My concern is the 15-minute time frame, this giant wick candle right here. It's just an entire wick. A lot of times those get traded back down too. We just officially ran majority of buy side liquidity right there. So I'm watching. I wouldn't say bearish until they'd have to come back down through here. That was a nice trade right there. The immediate 1 minute fair value gap to the buy side liquidity. 5-minute breaker. That was a nice trade. Nice and simple fair value gap fill. And they stay above it. That's real nice. That was 5 minutes ago. Damn. Two-minute EOB. So we come off the 1 minute fair value gap. Boop. Create 2-minute EOB. That could have been a trade right there too. Open, power of 3. Zoink. Go break even because you don't want to see them back to the EOB low. Where could they go? Where's their other upside objective? So it's going to be liquidity and or inefficiencies. Here's the inefficiency. So they're probably going to pump it right up into there. 2-minute EOB straight to the inefficiency. And there it goes. Did they officially trade into it? Not hardly. Keep our eyes peeled here for any signs of a reversal. I wouldn't want to just call a high here. I'd want them to show me first. I don't know, easy. We gotta find out. I know so far bullish arrays are keeping price higher. Bullish arrays are keeping price higher. That's all I know right now. So I'm not saying bears yet. This is bullish still. Bullish. They got to come down and trade through this to flip it. Yeah, I'm waiting on the new 4-hour candle also. I want to see what that starts to do. That would be your risk. You could try that, but it's hard to call a high. Call the very high. If you were to take that, you don't have to ignore it. But if they're gonna go lower from here, we don't want to see them back above there because it's some form of open power 3 respects. We trade lower. So if it was going to switch to bears, we wouldn't want to see it back up there. I just don't have an indie yet to think that's going to be a high unless they keep. There we go. That's nice. That's a nice reaction. There we go. Okay. I seen it when it was created, but we didn't trade fully up into that imbalance above us. Damn, that was a nice one. Who was that? Good job, S. And then why should price come back down? This giant freaking wick right here, as I was explaining. If I would have saw that 1-minute EOB be created after coming up into this inefficiency up here, that would have been better, but they didn't quite make it far enough. Therefore, I did not like it. See what I mean? Right above there is that inefficiency. So put that in your notes, Yeah, it looked like a good EOB. It offered some points, but I like to trade the ones where I want to see a support level get or a resistance level get hit first. Then we start coming down. Then we make one. Then we continue. Right now, they're just inflicting pain. A lot of bouncing. And the opening range wasn't too relevant today. What's the high of that candle? What's it come in at? 24,206.75. Wait, no, I was wrong. 24,233. 24,233.25. 24,232. So they did barely, by a freaking hair, a sliver, go up in there. Oh. So here's our new hourly candle. New 4 hour. Okay, yeah, I think we've been going lower. We got the up close candle. If they're going to continue bearish, you guys know what it would look like. It would look like that. They would go all the way under the bullish candle. That's what bearish order flow does. That's what the new 4 hour candle that just opened up. We got the brand new hour. We'll see how the hour starts to trade. It could do the same exact thing. So we're just going to be watching right in here closely, okay? We're going to see some real displacement. Show us some signs that you want to bring this thing down. Other than that, that's about all I'm looking at. I know there's not a whole lot to discuss here recently, guys. You gotta sit through it with me. Not a whole lot. Obviously, those longs, in hindsight, yeah, that's cool, right? I think some of you were going long. I'm just waiting to see if they want to bring this down. Just like that. If it keeps going, then I'll go ahead and anticipate it to come down further. No, previous day low. Where's previous day low? We've already traded below previous day low. And Tuesday's low. Y'all just hang out for another hour, okay? Be aware. Stick around for another hour. This thing could come all the way back down. And if it does, I may take another trade. Mm. Just plugged it up. I need a new computer. Mine dies so fast nowadays. It's like a 2020 Mac. I'm about to get a new one. Don't worry. Oh shit, it's not plugged up. What happened? Where's the charger? Here we go. All right, so there's the pop. That's nice. Let's see what we do from here. They finally got that nice pop above those clean equal body highs, and we finally got a real stab up in to here. So let's keep watching. It's one of those things. If they keep going higher, cool. I don't trade it. I don't trade longs today. That's fine. But I'm aware. I'm just watching. If they start printing lower, I'll try to trade that. Because if they start coming down lower, I know potentially where they may be wanting to go and what they may be wanting to do by 2 p.m., which is bring the 4-hour candle down to the bullish candle open down here. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, that's what's happening right now. I'm on the sidelines, just watching price, see if they can give any signs of bearish PA. And if they do, then I'll know they're probably wanting to come below here and go back down. And then, like I said, if they don't do that, then hey, I miss longs. That's fine. Thank you, Sam. Good job, Sam. I like hearing that because the streams this week have been just god awful, and I hate it. I hate it for you guys. So a nice compliment like that it makes me feel, a little better. When there's not a whole lot going on, we can't learn as much as
Sure.
we usually can learn. I can normally teach a lot of stuff in one session, but in order for that to happen, I need price to, do what I want, obviously. that need to be set up right, but we're not getting that. But this is just more along the lines of candle anticipation. We've been trading lower yesterday, and then we've been trading lower today. We have the New York Open. It rallied above all buy side up into this inefficiency. We got the brand new 4-hour candle. If we're going to continue bearish like we were yesterday and so far today, I know what happens after an up close candle. It's a larger down close candle, which would bring this current 4-hour candle that we just now opened, it would bring it down here. And that's probably where they're looking to run it right now. So let me get my butt to a lower time frame and keep an eye on this. If it's one of the scenarios where they bring it there, but they just do it in the manner at which they do so, it's going to be super freaking ugly just to ultimately bring it down there. I usually miss those type of trades. See, that doesn't look half bad. But we are in all that consolidation right there. I usually don't like trading inside of consolidation. But this, I think we're going back lower. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see this thing come all the way back down. If we were to get that, let them displace, then I'll enter on a rebalance of some sort, and then try to make a new daily low. I'm not sure what you were talking about there, S. Not really a gap, but I see like, I don't know how to reference that. It's, I'm just watching lower time frames. I want to see them displace first before I even consider it. I want to see them show me you want to go down there. Because I already know that's probably what's going to occur. This black line right here, which is the previous 4-hour open. You should see it go right there. And then whether or not we close through that, that'll tell us what PM is most likely to do today. And PM was good yesterday, and I was wanting to trade PM, but I was running errands and I couldn't trade it. No, I'm waiting for them to give me a sign that they really do want to go lower. That's what I'm waiting for. That's it. That's all I'm doing. But I'm not falling into this. I'm okay with missing this. If they end up breaking through that, I'm okay with missing that. I'll enter somewhere else to target a new daily low if that were to occur. I don't want to predict breakouts. And then we have one more day tomorrow. And that's just been a damn shit show. What's tomorrow? No news. Yeah, Jackson. The 5-day Trump thing. How'd y'all do this morning? Did anyone else trade? Did y'all take the shorts? Did y'all take the longs? Longs were better, obviously. What'd y'all do? Anything? Shorts. The shorts were nice. They weren't bad. They were nice. The longs were nicer. But as far as setup, like a real looking setup, I don't see anything for the long, like to enter down here, other than just guessing, oh, we ran the low, so now we're gonna go back up to the high. I don't see a whole lot of anything. Unless you were entering in there, where we were talking about in here. I'm glad the previous candle didn't close bullish. That's nice. I was watching that. That's nice that it did not close bullish. Because if they were really wanting to run it higher right, in the near future, I think the next candle would have closed bullish. Or the previous candle, it would have shot on up. This fucking range. want to make some. I just want to make some progress. I just want to feel like I accomplished something. Definitely did not feel accomplished on those shorts. That's for sure. And I don't want to in the stream and then they create something like they did yesterday. Yeah, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is when it starts. But we've already taken this low here. Wow. There's been lots of sell side liquidity sweeps. Lots of them. If we get bad news today, if Trump says anything bad, this 4 hour candle. Oh no, I'm not worried about that. He never, yeah, you're right, he doesn't. They're not wanting to damn. They're not wanting to give it to him. Let's watch how this candle closes in the next minute and a half. If it closes strong, that may indicate the next level up here. Yeah, bye, Hans. Another shit day. I want to go look at PM yesterday. I didn't get a good look at that. I know someone's been posting PM or just trade recaps on their own with a picture, and I really like the way they look at price because it reminds me of myself. I don't know who it is, but someone's been doing it, and I liked it. And I can't believe I caught that PM short yesterday. Or not PM, late New York short yesterday. That was insane. I got I got lucky right there, guys. But if you're wondering what I did, I knew we were ranging back and forth. I knew we weren't breaking out. I knew we had those clean ass lows that we were trying to target yesterday. Remember the shorts yesterday? We didn't get them. The final target didn't hit. I knew we weren't breaking out. Went to my chart, saw this right here. That was my outlined risk. Then I seen this. So first one here, second one here, and this candle started to drop some. That's when I arrived at it. Then I went short, stops were in here, and then they just let me have it. And I knew if they were going to do it, it needed to be done quick. And as soon as I said those words, zoink. So that was nice. someone else. PM. Apparently there was a really nice short. There it is. 2 minute time frame. That's what they're. Same thing. What time of day is that? 2:30. There's a nice short right there to get all these lows. All these lows in here. Trendline lows. There's a real nice short right there. You could have tried. This is why I flip time frame so much, because time frame, it doesn't always matter that much. I mean, it does, but when the narrative's right, it's right. But that was a nice short. Rebalance. Drop. And here we are still ranging. Finesse, why can't you take a trade, Finesse? Come on, man, just take one. Shit. It don't matter if I go long or short right here, I would lose either way. That's the thing. Go ahead and go long. One person go long, one person go short. I think you're both gonna lose. For real. That's how they do it. Yeah, the motherfuckers are punching the air right now. If they're sitting here trying to chase this or trade this at all, you're gonna be punching the air. You gotta know how to read market conditions. I ain't dumb. Sometimes I am, but we're gonna have another free stream tomorrow. Don't worry. That trade did not count. That was not good enough. That was not good enough. We need a stream where you guys can fully see everything and learn everything, and I can talk about everything. We haven't had one yet. This week's been shitty, so like I said, we're gonna keep doing the free ones until we get a good day. This session's not over yet, but I'm not seeing anything that. Let's save this. We're gonna stop this recording.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, I need to stop all the recording. I don't have no damn room on my computer. And when we get off here, let's say we don't come down here before we get off, watch where price is by 2 o'clock. We're gonna watch how this candle closes. It's risky, but if they're ready to finally do it, we're gonna find out. They'll quickly trade up through this if they're gonna stay in the range. Tight stop loss. Let's test this out. Not high probability, no. I'm just watching what we do right here. They gonna plow through that? And stay in the range? We're gonna find out. Yeah. Yeah. In 3, 2, 1. I'll show you guys the arrays while we range. Never good. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to show y'all that. If they're ready to run it, they would have run it right there. But when we're ranging like this, it don't matter what PD array you trade, most of them are going to fail. No matter what it is. If they're keeping it sideways, that's just seek and destroy. Right there, that looks intriguing, right? That looks intriguing. What you got? Someone recommended me that before, but I'm not. What do you do? Favorite? Then it just lines up right here. But I gotta do it in order, don't I? Yeah, I'm so used to just going like this. I'm so used to it. And guys, I'm about to just get off here. This is just stupid. We're just wasting time looking at this shit right now. Absolutely retarded. We'll see what the hell Trump does. We'll see where price is by 2 p.m. If you start seeing it display slower, just know it could drop a handful. But I can't sit here for the next 3 hours and watch this. You almost passed your eval? Okay, wait. We'll wait. I know, but I don't trade after 11 a.m. I did yesterday, but look what's happening. I don't want to sit in this. I don't want to take. I've already taken like 3 random trades today. Okay, and Market's not flowing how I want. This is my make or break right here for this consolidation. If they come back up to that right there, they're going to keep doing what they're doing. It is just merely impossible to know exactly when they're going to break out. All right, that's decent looking. Like you guys saw me fuck around with that short right there. They came up. What they stay below? They stay below the body of the EOB. You know, according to the EOB system, we put stops at the body high. This is why. But I can't sit here and say they're going to continue this. I'm not sure just yet. We'll see how this candle closes. See how we close in a minute and a half. Where did that 4 hour level go? It's right here. That's where they should be heading, right there. Yup. Yup, 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 yup. Jeez Louise. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we should waste our time with this. This shit's just gonna hurt us. It's gonna hurt us. It will hurt. It's fucking insane. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? There goes that 4 hour equal body. Look at the 4 hour candle. Look how it's starting to look now. Remember when it first opened? Everything looked bullish. Look at it now. That's what I'm referring to when it comes to bearish order flow and the things that you need to anticipate and expect. Vice versa if bullish. I don't know what that was. I have no idea. Fuck you to the longs real quick, or the early shorts. Fuck y'all. And then run her back down. They came straight to the snow wick candle right here. But they've been manipulating so much, I'm scared to go short. I don't want to just guess on a short because they just go yank it back up. Next thing you know, I've lost $1,000, and I don't want to do that today. That's not real displacement. That's just bullshit so far. But nevertheless, I was anticipating for this thing to drop back down. Not bullish continuation. The next 15 minutes. Here. They're going to drop it in the next 15 minutes. If it's going to continue to be bearish, they're going to drop it to right here. 24,117. It's 10:43. They got 15 minutes until the hourly closes. They should drop it to there. That would indicate, that the bears still have control. Right here. See how it's coming? That's order flow right there, boys. That's order flow. That's probably the most important thing you'll learn for this entire year. That's order flow. Yeah, they do it without me. Fuck them. I could have chased it, but fuck them. They want to be bitches. So if I'm expecting the hourly to close like that, whoo, we want them to stay below here now. I know it's hard, Thomas, but they may finally be wanting to do it. Don't copy me. I just want to see where this thing's going to be at by 11 o'clock. Let's see if they can plunge it. I would take that to just plunge it for me. Y'all been fucking with me all day. Give me, let me be lucky one time. I don't need that much on there. Watch where we close by 11. We should close under this black line. I'll see you guys later after this. 11 o'clock. I'm getting off here. Playing with fire. Playing with fire. Hmm. Yeah, if you're getting profit, if you're shorting, take that shit off. Take it off. Good, Marinos. If you brought it back, just be done, buddy. For real. Just be done. There's no telling how the hourly's going to close, but this is where I wanted it to come all the way down to. Y'all remember, if they're going to go back bearish, what did we say this new hourly candle should end up doing? It should end up flipping all the way back down to there. And that's exactly what occurred. Same thing with the 4 hour. My stop's probably way too tight. They've already done what they wanted to do, come down to the hourly low. I was just trying to see if they'll let me stay in it for 10 minutes. If they can let me stay in this for 10 minutes. That's all I'm trying to do here. And then the new hourly candle can open, come back on up. So secure profits if you got any. Be managing appropriately. I'm looking right here at this little gap. That's where we stopped so far. So I'm hoping they can keep it below that. There's no way to really tell how far they're going to close the hour. How far are they going to stretch it? Are they going to stretch it just below the previous hour open, or are they going to stretch it below the wick low? There's no way to really tell that. There's no answer for that. And what I mean by is the open, which was here, and then the lowest of low, which is here. There's no way to really tell that. Other than, chance and just waiting. There's no way to tell. Taking off another $50. Make back those stupid losses I took earlier. All right, there's a nice drop right there. Then I start looking at what time it is. It's 10:54. We got 6 more minutes, and the lowest of low is right here. Then I'll go ahead and start, hoping they just close below the entirety of it.
Him saying I
It's
thought
all
the
this
stock market would
BS
go
right
down more
here,
might
all this
be
real
that.
wicky, gappy stuff. Don't like all that. Obviously, I didn't want them back up to that little volume imbalance that we saw right there. Where is it? Right there. When I scrunch this open, y'all see the gap right there? That gap, how we wicked up right into it, that's a volume imbalance. That's why my stop was so tight, because I didn't want to see them go below that or go above that. And there's our run, boys. Let's fucking go. There's our run.
Well, most favored nations would be paying the lowest price anywhere in the world before we paid the highest price in the world last year. And now we're going to pay the lowest price in the world.
There's our fucking run.
From 40 to 70 and 80.
Tell me who in their right mind was bearish today? Who was bearish? Nobody.
Investments pouring in all over the world.
Who was bearish up here? Nobody. Nobody was. No one was anticipating that. Nobody was.
Okay, Nasdaq just went down.
I'm not going to
Forgot
sit here and
that
start beating my
low.
chest, though, because
He
there
has
was a lot
stopped
of
like
indecision.
a couple ticks before.
But at the end of the day, ain't no one thinking about the market like us. They're not thinking about it like us.
Give them $12 billion out of tariff money.
Here's that hourly candle. Look how it's starting
I'm
to
not
close.
selling,
No
I'm
one was
still in
calling
this.
for the next hour
I'm not
to
selling.
open and make a new daily low. No one on the face of this fucking planet is reading the market like that.
People that have ripped off our country for the money back. Terrible, terrible.
Go to the 4-hour.
Horrible.
Same thing. As soon as we open up the new 4-hour candle, We didn't want to chase
Because the
longs.
tariff money has been so
We know price has
substantial,
been.
we gave our farmers who
It's
have
been
been
bearish.
mistreated by some countries. We gave
If it's going
them
to continue being bearish,
$12
the
million.
bullish candle with the wick on the bottom will get engulfed.
happy.
And that's what we're seeing. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. But the daily low has been ran. These equal lows have been ran. Now, fuck it. Time of day, it's lunchtime. They can do whatever they want from here. We're not really trying to press too hard anymore. You don't want to keep mashing buttons. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to keep mashing because you're going to give it all
Okay, so we
back. Or you're
gave
gonna end
farmers
up in your
$12
day
million.
red even more. But that's not what you want to do. You want to let them, whatever the fuck they want to do, let them do it. But we got that bearish drop right there.
We're going to come back down to where it was and probably lower. Trump was right about everything. That too, Trump was right about it.
Notice it's nice to see this, so I'm going to talk about it.
He's funny.
What started the bearish drop?
Before we go-
Right before they had the drop, I saw someone, they said, they made the comment, now they're allowed to go lower.
where we are.
They had a quick, liquidity sweep.
Let's get back
Manipulation,
above
heavy.
930
right
open,
there.
then let's get back above
We
this
saw them
like
go all the way
2
up.
minute, and then we might
Go
actually get a
fast.
reversal back up.
Yeah, Ali. And
Let's
look
get
where
this
they
2 minute on
stopped, too.
NASDAQ.
Look where they came up to.
Will there be a
This candle
inversion?
right here. No wick
That
on
might
top
be a
of
pretty
it.
good trade.
I don't always use these, but they're nice to note. When we stop somewhere, I always look left to try to find a reason why we stopped. In this case scenario, no wick. And then we come all the way back down. Go to our 3-minute time frame. The time
All
frame
right,
took our
looks seems
trade
like he's
off
done
of.
talking now.
I told you guys I wanted to see some displacement.
If it was gonna be good, it should have already
There's the
inverted.
displacement candle right there.
No.
Zoink. And then we had the
Should
open
inverted.
power of 3, rebalance. And then there's
Womp
a
womp.
drop to sell side liquidity.
Look, the Iranian conventional
So
military
it's
is
like a 107-point price
they
run
don't have
right
a
there
navy,
from the
they don't have the
rebalance.
ability to hit us like they could have even a few weeks ago. What that does is that gives us options.
And
Now, there's been a
I
lot
have
of reporting
super
about
tight stop
diplomatic
losses.
options, about
It was
negotiations.
nerve-wracking.
Of course,
I couldn't
Pete and his
tell.
team,
But
they're
my
for the
stop was
military
just
options. But what we have now,
the volume imbalance.
didn't
When I
have
saw
when
them trade up
President
to
took
it,
over just a little over a year ago,
react off
is the
it,
ability
that was my
to
stop. I didn't want to
use
see them go
every
above
tool
that
at our
volume
disposal
imbalance right there.
to
And then they gave us the run on
If
liquidity.
NASDAQ inverts this,
But
I'll even
now,
try that
we're
on
not
eval
pressed.
too.
We're not trying to really predict
options to
another
ensure
trade anymore. That's not what we're trying to do. You guys know our market condition right now. It's not trending. It's just like, it's very manipulative.
What happens when what's on the
So
vest?
we're getting a piece, and that's it. Getting a piece of the pie and moving
Come on,
along.
bro.
Because we know they can just start messing with you now.
Don't want the worst people in the world. And that's why.
And then look how we're fixing to close the hourly in 10 seconds.
Well, let's see talk a little bit about the details of negotiation. But the last thing I'll say before I turn it over to Marco is I'm very mindful,
And then
of course,
we
that
got the
have
closure
a lot of
below,
folks
exactly how we
overseas
wanted.
fighting very ably for the United
Does that mean they're going to
States.
continue?
People,
And
we're very proud of them. But they're
maybe
fighting at a
the
time
new hour just opened. There's no wick on the bottom of it.
Christians,
It could
the
flip back
most
to
important
bearish.
nation
Why?
on
To
Christian
bring
earth,
down that
only
4-hour
nation
candle that we
celebrates
want to
the
close
return of
bearish
Jesus
by
Christ
2
from
p.m.
the dead. I would say all of my fellow American Christians,
But
particularly
you're
those
not
There we
trying
go.
to, you
Maybe
don't
we'll
want to
actually
keep
get a
pressing too
reversal.
hard here at all, to be honest.
All right.
We got it. We're
Great.
done. So
See if we get
I'm
a
going to leave you guys
reversal.
with that, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So if you got in that, if you took that short with me, hats off to you. We're done.
I'm